Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority has commenced investigations into activities of all churches in the country with a view of taxing them based on their level of business transactions. The GRA says it's ready to pay informants 25% of penalty against the church hiding under a communion to make money without paying taxes to the state. To discuss this issue, I'll be bringing you shortly Bishop Prince Benwood. He's president for the Clergy Association of Ghana, and he'll be joining me in studio for this discussion. We'll also have Skype Prophet Daniel Amoating. He's a civil engineer and head of the Power of Worship International in the UK. First, let's hear the GRA on this issue.
The GRA says it will be investigating churches that rake in much revenue but not pay taxes. There have been calls for the GRA to tax the services of churches who, according to many, have become a highly lucrative venture. Speaking to the media on recent development in Ghana's tax administrative regime, the Commissioner General stated that it will pay informants 25% of a penalty against the churches that are hiding under a fellowship to make money without paying taxes to the state.
GRA thrives on intelligence. It's part of our job. Financial intelligence guides us in the work that we do. And it's not everything that we do that we have to go out there and be making noise about them. But then, those who demonstrate that they are having some posh houses and are having a pool of cars in their homes, and they are profit something, we are trailing them, and we are after them. And a time will come when we will be able to say, look, we went after maybe an apostle, an angel, we went after an apostle, and we went after a prophet and the rest. And we had them. Okay. When we went to the Peace FM program, we explained the situation. That to the extent that a church gets itself involved in a business transaction or in business, the business is subject to tax. And when there are staff of the offices of a church, the church workers are like every other worker, any other place. They are subject to payee deduction and social security contribution. And a church, like any other organization, when it gives a contract job, a contracting job for a construction work, it is supposed to withhold tax and then remit to the GRA. When it comes to their tithes and then the offerings, those areas, we believe they are no-go areas for the GRA. And that one is understandable. So outside of that, the church is treated like any other place.
Meanwhile, Emmanuel Kofi Nti says all tax policy measures announced by the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta in the mid-year budget review have been passed into law. The tax policy measures, which include the introduction of a new band in the personal income tax rate, which will see income exceeding 120,000 cedis per year, taxed 35%.
The incomes are the 35%. We operate a marginal rate system in our taxation policy. In our marginal rate system, what we have is that up to the minimum wage, it's zero. Okay? Up to the minimum wage, you are taxed at 0%. Then, there's a chart. Where's the chart? Yeah, there's a chart. Your first 261 cedis, you do not pay anything on it. Your next 70 cedis, you pay only 5 Ghana cedi, 5% on that. And then your next 100 cedis, you pay 10%. Your next 2,810, you pay 17.5%.
The GRA is currently tightening its tax collection loopholes as part of efforts to meet its 2018 revenue target. Only 1.2 million out of the 30 million population in Ghana are paying taxes. Out of the 1.2 million, 1 million are in the informal sector and 200,000 are in the informal sector. This implies that the contribution of the informal sector to total tax revenue is below 5%, creating a huge gap in the national revenue generation.